Gold and silver do an accounting periodically throughout history. It's really exciting to see this. They automatically revalue themselves when the public wakes up, and they catch up to all the currency that's been produced. And there's this same tiny little pile of 2 billion ounces of gold that there was back in 1980. And the pile of silver has gone from 2.2 billion ounces to 300 million. Today, there's 8.3 times more gold available for investors to buy than there is silver.
I want you guys to hear what, I don't think we heard what he just said, okay? To me, I've been saying this for a number of years now. Silver is the biggest opportunity I have ever seen, bigger than real estate, bigger than anything else.
The wealth transfer that is going on right now is enormous. This is the greatest opportunity in the history of mankind because this is going to be the greatest wealth transfer in the history of mankind. Never before have all the world's currencies been fiat currencies at the same time. This is the very first time that that has happened. And gold being a freely traded, separate commodity slash money. Right now, gold has begun this accounting again. This time, it's going to be worldwide, and this time, there's a blizzard of paper right now. All that paper throughout history tries to come and land on this same tiny little pile of metal periodically, the pile of silver is 1/10 the size, roughly, that it was in 1980, the last time that silver hit $50. Today it's $15 roughly. Silver is just one of the most undervalued things that there is. There's so little of it today. The past 3-4 years or so have seen the above-ground supplies of silver measured, if you're measuring it as a percentage of usage rates, however, how much we're using. There's a good graph that the CPM group, which is one of the 2 agencies that are used by the industry, the precious metals industry, they're hired to do worldwide audits of supply and demand and where that gold and the precious metals are being used. They have a graph where they show it as how many months of supply are above ground. In other words, if you shut off mining at any given moment, how long would the silver or gold that we have above ground last? And normally, before the 60s, we always had like 10, 20 years or more of supply. Throughout the 80s, 70s and 80s, it sort of bounced around between 2.5 and 5 years. And then in the 90s, it started falling. And by 2006, we were down to 3 months. 3 months of above-ground supplies compared to like 10 years normally. Silver is extremely rare. For the first time in human history, there is more gold for investors to buy than silver. That has never happened before. In fact, if you took all the gold and put it into a cube, you could fit it on a tennis court. It would be a little bit less than 20 meters on each side. But silver is far more rare. If you put it into a cube, it would measure a little bit less than 12 meters on each side. So I believe silver is the better investment of the 2. The dynamics of this bull market, this new bull market, are completely different than the last bull market. In the last bull market, I mean, who were the people that drove gold up to $850 and silver to $50? It was basically North America and Western Europe.